We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the New York Jets. Well, we thought this could get interesting. Here's interesting, an onside kick to start this thing. And wait a minute, did the Jets get it? They did. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throw over the middle, caught by the tight end Gray. And the Chiefs are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
That's caught left side by Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes finding Mecole Hardman. And the Chiefs use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Jets have got it. Hall ought to give up the middle. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go play action now. Wilson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken from about the 12. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
And they're going to get this up to midfield. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 50 yards.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wilson targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Straight ahead is Hall. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And between the last two plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Six yards left on 2nd down. 2nd down and a run by Robinson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard. Line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And the Jets are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Second and 8 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
What's always interesting about situations like this is that in both locker rooms, both staffs were preaching a quick start. One of them actually got it done.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll get this one complete to Davis. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Caught, it's Wilson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 60 yards. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 21-14. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Now Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. He's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. They go draw play to McKinnon. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. It was Brian Cook who made the tackle.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. He has him. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Carl Lawson able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Smith to return it. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Now Wilson on 1st down. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And some room to roam now. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 25 yards that time.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Well, Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Wilson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Haven't heard much from him all night, but welcome to the party, making his presence felt in a big way.
They've kept him under wraps all night long, but boy, did he find a great time to bust out.
Check 50, check 50.
They give it off here to the tight end. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Robinson up the middle. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Robinson. How about this defense? For a 3rd straight play, he's going nowhere. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling, because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And it's incomplete, but there is still 2 seconds left in this ball game. So they'll have one final shot. Maybe some temptation here to try to go for the win, but I think you got to kick the field goal.
I agree totally. When you look at the time left on the clock, that's not a spot where you take the gamble. Go ahead and kick the field goal here and take it from there.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. So 4 quarters couldn't decide it, and it'll be the Chiefs who get the football first in this overtime session. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
I cannot imagine how these players and coaches feel, Charles. My palms sweating up here in the booth now as we go to the 3rd drive of overtime. And as we know, from here on out, any points win this football game.
I'll throw you a towel as well, partner. I've got one for myself, but let's face it, our nerves, our pressure, nothing compared to what's going on that field. Both of the field goal kickers active here early. Can one of them become the hero and end this thing?
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And some space here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
With one team squandered opportunity, it's another team's chance to win this thing. They forced that clutch turnover, and now all they need is a field goal here to win this ball game.
Could not be set up much better, could they? A takeaway on defense. Now it's up to that offense to find a way to put themselves in position for the game-winning points. Touchdown, field goal, they don't care. Just find a way to win it.
Now what can Wilson do here in the OT? He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Here's a give to Hall. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. On 2nd and 9. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If you make someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. A huge play there in overtime. 42 yards.
So now after that big play, things come into focus a little bit sharper because at this point in overtime, the field goal is all they need. That big play there sets them up in field goal range. They want to try and finish this game off.
They run it with Hall off the option. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Robinson will take this one in. Touchdown, New York. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great, great game that we bore witness to. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.